I like to play the weirdos. I like to play the people that are hard to like. You get to say and do things that you would never say and do in real life. What's the most humiliating thing? When you take someone to dinner or you cook somebody dinner and they get food poisoning. I mean, how bad do you feel? Certainly, when you have shoulder pads on that go up to your ears, you hold yourself a certain way. You speak with authority when you have shoulders like that. When I finally got a manager and a publicist and blah, 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 sometimes they do things that you don't authorize or maybe tell you information that's incorrect, but you go around repeating it only to find out later that it's not true, and it's very embarrassing. I was a theatrical kid, but my parents were overprotective. When I expressed interest in show business, they shut it down. M-Train will take you in and out of dreamscapes and reality and remembrances, with prose so spare and matter-of-fact that it delivers a much bigger, emotional punch. Patti Smith doesn't need to embellish. She just tells her stories, and her stories are incredible. Back when I was growing up, it was like, you're too young to know what you want. We're telling you what you want. It doesn't matter if you like it. And you are stupid. Just so you know. Pulling away from your parents, that's the natural thing to do. That's how life progresses. On my keychain, I have a citron crystal in a tiny cage. It's for protection and good vibes. Now, I love playing moms who can't hide their paranoia. If you want to play the good roles, spend more time in college and in acting class than you do in the gym, and you'll have the career you want. You have to ask yourself if you want to be the kind of actress who's interesting, or the kind of actress who's meant to play the pretty but uninteresting wife of a chubby guy on a network sitcom. You always end up saying and doing such horrible things to your family, 'cause you know they're never going anywhere, and at some point, they're going to forgive you. Different people's houses smell like different weird things. God forbid someone should come and nail down what my house smells like. It'd probably be a litter box, sweaty socks, and burnt bacon. That probably is what it smells like. You know what? At the end of the day, funny is funny. I hope to see the end of all the female cliches that are written in a lot of comedies that are named chick flicks. Weddings are really good for making you feel terrible about yourself if you're not where you want to be in life. You think your friends have good taste in fashion until they ask you to wear an ugly bridesmaid dress. You can't beat a Diane von Fossenberg wrap dress. I always tend to go for the wrap dresses with a little more structure. I also love Prada shoes. I've got a bunch of books. I rely on funny books and movies to cheer me up. Oh, but I must say, I do have the world's most perfect husband, so a cuddle from him always cheers me up. He's a good guy. Come on, planning a wedding, let's be honest, it's not fun. It's not fun being in a wedding. Oh my gosh, if I could be on 30 Rock, my life would be made. That is my favorite show. My absolute favorite show. I never wanted to be one of those desperate actors, just waiting for their next gig, who might have to take something that they didn't want to do to pay the rent. The thing about acting is everybody thinks you make a ton of money, and the money is good when you're working, but you can go a long time between jobs. I plan on working until I'm 105. I don't want to outlive my money. I found my Sattva mattress when I was searching for a biodegradable and organic mattress that wouldn't leach chemicals because, believe it or not, I don't like that. My skin is super sensitive, so an oil-based cleanser is just perfect, rather than some detergent thing that strips it. My skin is so hypersensitive that I have to cleanse it with oils and then back it up with even more oil. I really am just putting on oil all the time. I'm a big fan of Amy Sedaris, and one of her decorating mainstays is to put googly eyes on everything. If I improvise at all on the Goldbergs, it's with the physical stuff. There's nothing wrong with a little self-possession. There's beauty in taking time for yourself just because you feel like it, and there's nothing wrong with not divulging every secret. I'm a big fan of David Sedaris. I love all his books and have them all on audio and e-reader, in addition to hard copies. I can't stand having a messy purse, and it makes me anxious to watch other people dig through their messy purses, especially if it's an expensive designer bag. Don't treat your Chanel like a trash can. I love the healing power of crystals. My skin is hypersensitive, so I use powdered sunscreen by Colorescence. I don't know how I lived without it. I've never lived in Los Angeles. I've always lived 30 miles away in Long Beach. I have terrible chemical allergies, and I'm constantly battling unsightly reactions. Most people think of the humidifier as something for arid climates, which I guess most of LA is, but it's just generally good for hydrating the skin, no matter what. Let's face it, families behind closed doors are the funniest thing ever. The way people talk to each other, the way you fight for 30 seconds, and then all of a sudden you're crying. Families are just ripe for comedy. I don't take a lot of vacations. I grew up in the age of variety shows. Flip Wilson, Carol Burnett, Donnie and Marie, and Sonny and Cher. I never missed an episode. These shows had it all: singing, dancing, and sketch comedy. 1 minute, they're ice skating with pyrotechnics. The next, they're doing a scene on a gigantic set. I just couldn't get enough.